my fab fans to Glam's new video. I'll be doing another coaster.
Welcome to another story time with Glamour. I will be reading another chapter from Chaos Castle, Chapter 11, POV, General Wynne. Ever since I came back to the castle, I felt like I was being watched, which the only person who used to do that without me hearing their thoughts was Dahlia. But she announces herself now, and I gave her a mission. I don't sense malicious intent from Gorgon, but I could hear he was planning something against the king. If I figure out why they are helping with this Q, maybe I can help them. I don't want to see them fall just because they felt like they had no better options. I'm pretty flattered that they think so highly of me, but I really can't help them if they don't tell me what's happening. I can only know so much, even if I can read thoughts. I can only read them on a surface level. And can't read their memories, that's what Aurora is good at. But she refuses to be a part of the royal court after she was forced to help the witch Queen Victoria during the oppression of the people. And there was only so much I could do without breaking my oath or not harming others. This is the only reason I am allowed to stay in my human form for longer than others. Even spending years on land to help maintain some form of balance. My elders forbid me from forming relationships in any way other than physical, so I tend to avoid them until I go back home to my kind. I can still feel eyes on me in this library. I think a sad emotion. General Wynne says. Who goes there? If you'd like to chat, just talk to me. I don't like being stared at. Eliza says. Sorry for staring. I was just hoping to get to know you. My brother's words kind of got to my head and made me feel upset. General Wynne says to her. Well, considering his first words to you for who knows how long were so harsh, I can imagine it was pretty soul-crushing. Want to talk about it? As they wipe a tear from Eliza's cheek. Eliza's response. You probably already know, but, I like you romantically. I know it's not gonna happen. I've already been told by, everyone. Who knows that it's not possible? General Wynne says, Unfortunately, they are correct. I could not choose you. It's not you or your fault at all. I physically do not have a choice in the matter. My kind do not get the luxury of choice as yours do. And even if you did, you could never see your family again. And I know for certain you do not want that. Liza says, Could I at least make a guess? I know I'm not the smartest, but with everything, I have a feeling I narrowed it down. General Wynne says, Sure, but only if you answer a question of mine. Liza says, Sure, ask away. I think you're a bird or a flying creature. But with your dark features, I'd say a raven fits best. They stay alone because they're strong enough on their own. General Wynne responds, You're wrong about the bird thing. Though I can fly if I wanted or needed to. But as for my question, I feel like you'd make a good assassin. You're capable of keeping your mind clear for very long periods, and good at keeping hidden despite your bright hair and eyes. I could easily see you managing to keep up with Dahlia if you trained hard enough. You might not be elegant, but you're light on your feet and careful. Eliza answers excitedly. You think I could be an assassin? Especially one like Dahlia? She's so much stronger and faster than me. I doubt I ever could. General Wynne responds, Well, I've never been wrong on my judgments before. But Dahlia is only stronger than the average human because she's a werewolf. That's why everyone calls her my pet, even though I consider her a daughter, as I did adopt her when our parents were killed. Eliza shocked. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have compared myself. I know what it's like to lose a parent. It's sad. But my stepfather is quite nice. I'm glad my mother fell for him, as he did for her. General Wynne responds, It's okay. I probably overshared, and true, the king and queen do have such a lovely love story. I do wish them safety. A sound from the void. General Wynne calls out, Dahlia? Dahlia answers, Yes, General. I am here. I hope to talk to you, but Princess Eliza is here. Eliza says, Whoa, that's so cool. It's like you entered from the shadows. General Wynne responds, Actually, Dahlia, I was thinking Eliza could join you for the folk celebration in town, so you can get along. But if Eliza accepts, I believe she would make a great contribution to the team as an assassin, like you. She is very capable of keeping her mind clear, and maybe you could even teach her how to shadow travel. Dahlia answers, She's human. Humans can't use magic unless you're not planning that. She's a princess, and as far as the king and the rest of them know, the first in line for the throne. The king has to approve. You can't make choices like that, because you refuse to take the throne. General Wynne responds, Technically, it's up to her to convince the king, not us. And it's up to her in general. She also is not the first. We know this because of the king's daughter being missing, technically. But she won't stay cursed once it hits her 18th birthday. And since she is a birth descendant of the king, her place would be on the throne after the king passes. Eliza responds, Wait, I have sister? What happened to her? Why doesn't anyone know about her? Is she okay? General Wynne responds, We know she is alive and safe. She was cursed in hopes for her to remember who she is as a person before the people and the queen isolated her and made her angry at the world. She's a half-witch, and if the old queen is truly dead, then she will become the next witch queen. Even if she isn't the queen of this kingdom, she'll be able to break any curse. Eliza responds, Then she could help Samita? He was cursed before the king and queen got together, because he's in love with my best friend. He's cursed. I don't know the specifics of his curse, because he won't tell anyone, but I am worried. General Wynne responds, It's going to be okay. I'll see what we can do. Dahlia, stay with Eliza, keep her hidden, and preferably away from the castle. Dahlia responds, Yes, sir. I have to find out the specifics of the curse, so I will have to talk to the Fey Queen. In Eliza's mind. So, I think you're a dragon, but I'll keep that between us. I wouldn't want to risk someone else hearing, she thought, as she glances from me to Dahlia. She has become even more fascinating. I don't know whether or not she could keep a secret. I'll have to bring this up with the matriarch leader. She might be eligible to join the clan. We respect Gennaro, and I am only here to keep the peace. But I see a promising future for her. End of chapter 11 of Chaos Castle. I hope to see you in the next video.
Okay, it's nearing the end of the video. I say peace, love, and good night, my fans, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye!